Good luck, human.
Good game. Let's do it again sometime. You're about to enter a world of pain, kid. You freaking kidding me? I'll stay in, 'cause I'm crazy.
What's so funny?
I just realized that you're a dog playing playing poker.
I don't get it.
Fold.
Excuse me.
Said fold! Sometimes you gotta stop digging a hole before it turns into a shallow grave. Son of a bitch! But you want this pot? Go ahead. Take it from me. Thanks for another crappy hand, lady.
You're welcome. It's nice to be appreciated.
Oh, hey, it's you. All right. Come on, I'll lead you in. The name's Samson. Brock Samson. This friggin' place is like a maze.
Ah, Mr. Sampson, I'd lost track of you for a moment. And you've brought the player! Splendid! On behalf of everyone at the inventory, I cannot begin to express our unbridled elation to see you return for another night of high-stakes poker.
Yeah, speaking of high stakes, things may have gotten stabby over in the Mumbly Peg room.
Mr. Sampson, I once again remind you that the inventory is not your personal abattoir.
Yeah, send the cleaning bill to Venture Industries.
That's what you said the last time. As always, I am Commodore Reginald Van Winslow, retired, and I will be your
sweet
host for
cheeks.
tonight's perilous
want some
voyage
smokes?
on the seas of chance.
Thanks, man.
What would Max do in a situation like this?
Ah! Black Hawk down! Black Hawk down!
Okay, plan B. Max would love these last few hands. But then again, Max also loves poking himself in the eye with his stick.
Hey, Sam! I think I've hit brain!
Hey, I thought we were friends.
It's playing computer poker by itself, Sam. It doesn't have friends.
Nope. All in.
Sam, no! Think of the children.
What children? I like the cut of these cards' jib. I'm in.
I didn't realize cards had jibs.
Or that you could cut them.
I hope you're not trying to get me drunk. Max and I have mastered the secret art of maintaining sobriety.
So, slapping each other in the face is an art now?
Another drink? My taste buds are tingling.
That's your liver's distress signal, Sam.
It's times like this I wish I had Max's devil-may-care attitude about money.
Hey, Sam! I'm wadding up 20s and making it grapple! Whee! Money!
Hey, Reggie, these new chairs are great. It's like my keister is being held aloft by the wings of tiny velvet angels.
Let me try, Sam.
I'm afraid there's no room at the table for your +1, sir.
That's okay. Max will make his own fun.
Come out with your arms akimbo, Mendoza!
So when do we get this clam bake on the road?
In a few minutes. We're still waiting for
Hello, future losers!
our remaining contestants.
But seriously, whose HDMI port do I have to kiss to get a drink around here? Two men enter, one robot leaves. Hi I'm not so sure I'm properly configured for group action right now. No offense, babe.
I'd probably be more offended if I paid the slightest attention to anything you said.
Why can't I get cards like that?
Because you're a moron.
Well, I'd like a second opinion on that.
That's true. You're a moron.
Ah, that. Damn, G. Look at all that cheddar. If you'll excuse me, I'm going to erase the memory of these cards. Where am I? Who are you people? Jeez. Whoever dealt this mess should be shipped off to The Hague.
Ahem.
No offense, Sugar Ram. Oh! Dick move, man! You folded? I didn't predict that. Now I have to reprogram my AI again. Destroy all humans, down with the new flesh. Looks like O'Claffy's just bought himself a big old sack of pain.
Claptrap wins the hand.
It was secretly a ruse all along! I do know what I'm doing! You know, I could bluff the pants off you guys with these craptacular cards, but then I'd be staring at your shriveled little dangly parts. Ew. So I fold.
The player wins the hand.
Well, of course you won with those cards. Even Steve could have won with those cards. And all he can say is, hey-o. Shut the f*** up, Steve. And people say I'm annoying.
What's your story, Juicebox?
Oh, I'm nothing special. I mean, I was the leader of a glorious rebellion that came within a gnat's whisker of tumbling the fascist power structure of an exotic alien world. But now I'm just a humble robot, last of my kind, trying to get by in a cold, cruel universe.
That's one hell of a story arc you got there.
I know! I'm trying to sell it to J.J. Abrams, but I need a third act. That's what you get when you screw with the clown!
There was probably a better way to phrase that.
What's this emotion I'm feeling? It's like I wish I had those cards, but I also hate you for having them.
That's envy, you emotionally stunted rhomboid.
And now I'm learning arousal. Ooh, I really love what you've done with the place. Very, Boardwalk Empire meets Silence of the Lambs.
As I was saying, your
Can we
seat
get
of...
going? Steve and I have a tea time at Spyglass.
I suppose we should. I'd hoped our final contestant would be here by now, but it appears that we'll be one short tonight.
Deal me in. Trying to read my face for tells, huh? Well, good luck with that. I've taken so many blows to the head that the muscles in my face twitch for no damn reason at all. See?
I hate to be that guy, but your chainsaw's leaking on my pants.
Sorry about that, Marmaduke. I just like to be prepared.
For what, an attack of the Triffids?
Triffids, Deadites, vampires, nightmare demons, or maybe just your everyday killer robot.
Chainsaws. Like those would work.
You're killing me here, GLaDOS.
If I were actually killing you, there would be a lot more screaming and irony. Sam takes the pot.
Just so you know, I was bluffing my butt off in that hand.
Looks like you've still got an extra butt or two to spare, Chief.
Ooh!
I love these little moments of quiet before the crying starts, don't you? I project a 0.05% chance that this tournament will end in bloodshed. Luckily, I don't have any blood. You don't know what you're doing, do you? Most people are bound by the conventions of probability and common sense. But you're special. This tournament is giving me an overwhelming sense of déjà vu. Oh, now I remember. It's just like that time my lab rats fought over a piece of cheese. The funny thing is, the rats didn't really need to eat the cheese. They were just conditioned to want the cheese by weeks of electrical stimulation. In the end, they killed each other, and the cheese was eaten by one of the human test subjects. He died too, because the cheese was moldy. You're lucky. If this had been an aperture experiment instead of a poker game, you'd be falling down a bottomless pit right now. The player has been eliminated due to lack of funds and intelligence. It's a shame you have to leave. We were about to have a party. I even brought hats. The player has busted out and must leave the table before everyone starts laughing.
And now for your bounty challenge opportunity. Well, this is embarrassing. You completed a slate of our most grueling bounty challenges, but we appear to have run out of bounty items.
The tournament is being controlled by aliens.
Pay no attention to that.
Ah, a rare GLaDOS personality core. A fitting bounty indeed.
No, it's really not.
Trust no one.
Whoever wins the tournament will take the core as a prize. To claim the bounty, all you have to do is win the tournament. And now for another bounty challenge. GLaDOS, please place your bounty on the table.
I don't see why everyone's so interested. I'm out. It appears you have lost all your chips. Oh well, it's only money. Your money. $20,000 of it. Right down the drain.
You can't send me back. She's planning things, man. Big things.
Oh, stop.
Oh no, it's all true. Even the Approximately 1 out of every 75 flash mobs is triggered by government-controlled subliminals embedded in television disclaimers. There is a war being fought on the dark side of the moon. We are not winning. Baristas are the first line of secret defense against the armies of Nightmare. Oh no, it's the Puppet Master. I know too much.
Congratulations. You won. I hope you weren't expecting baked desserts, because I don't do that anymore.
Take me now before she uses her mind bullets.
What gives with the decor?
What gives is that the player has deployed a complete set of table unlocks, triggering Rule 137C of the inventory's rule book.
Rule 137C?
When a player purchases and deploys a set of felts, decks, and chips of a similar theme, the current management of the inventory will be obliged to spare no expense in decorating the inventory in a style commensurate with that theme.
Who came up with that crazy rule?
That would be the inventory's founder, Mr. Dixon Kent.
Is it safe?
Safe? Of course it's safe. The inventory would never do anything to endanger its favorite customers.
That's us, right?
Yes.
Is it true that Doc Venture was in a video game back in the 70s?
Yeah, back in the cartoon days, someone thought it'd be a good idea to turn Rusty's adventures into a video. Made that E.T. game look like Halo.
What about you, big guy? You ever star in a video game?
Not, intentionally.
A comment that cryptic usually comes with a story.
A few years back, some punk snuck my image into a Mortal Kombat knockoff. It's one of those unlockable Easter egg deals.
Mortal Kombat knockoff. Mortal Bobcat! That was you! What did they call you?
Tutu Blondie.
Tutu Blondie! With the Death Smooch Fatality move! Oh yeah! I think I even have a sound file.
Kiss me, up against me!
Sounds like you had a promising side career there, Brock. What happened?
The company went bankrupt. With extreme prejudice.
What's it like living in black and white?
Well, that's actually an old wives' tale, like the one about representative democracy. Dogs can see in color. It just looks like this.
Whoa! I am totally tripping balls right now.
We can also see fear and smell sarcasm.
Ooh! Impressive! Hey, it works!
Wait a minute. This run of crummy cards is just one of your twisted little experiments, isn't it?
Maybe. Or maybe you're just too cowardly to turn lemons into lemonade.
You know, I kind of thought your partner'd be playing today.
Max used to be a tournament regular, but he's got what the psychologists call crippling impulse control issues.
Couldn't keep a lid on his gambling.
Not in the slightest. But that didn't matter, because he kept winning.
Well, then what's the problem?
Well, the inventory banned him because, well...
Max kept eating the poker chips.
There you are!
Say, Sam, is that your tricked out 1960 DeSoto Adventurer in the parking lot?
It better be. I hate to think we've been driving around in someone else's car for the past 25 years. Why do you ask?
I think it growled at me.
Yeah, it's done that ever since that adventure we had in HE double hockey sticks.
Maybe you should see an exorcist.
That's what I keep telling Max. But then he just spins his head at me and vomits.
Enonathrak!
I just had that cleaned.
Well, now that you and the Lagomorph have hit the big 2-5, any thoughts of retiring?
We retire the DeSoto every 3 or 4 months.
Traveling to alternate dimensions is murder on the treads. Murder, I said!
No, retire. You know, when you get too old to do your job, so you just sit around all day collecting Social Security and telling punks to get off your lawn?
Wait, that's a thing we can do? Max, look into this not working scheme, pronto.
On it!
I kind of thought there'd be one of those Walking Dead guys at the table tonight.
Oh, you know how it is with video game characters. Give them a little bit of fame and it all goes to their heads.
Tell me about it.
Even secondary characters like that goofball Larry wanted script approval.
What a jerk.
Max and I have been around for 25 years, and even we don't get script approval.
Don't have a cow, man.
Well, what about the zombies?
They're not so good with the repartee. There was talk about overdubbing them, but that got us in trouble with the zombie unions.
Hey, you gotta watch out for those guys. They'll eat you alive.
Is that a robot head over there?
Oh, that's our humanoid electric lab partner robot, a.k.a. Help.
Can you repeat that?
Look, I barely got through it the first time.
Where's his body?
Oh, well, Helper got blown up by a supervillain a while back. Fortunately, his head got wedged in my chest, protecting his CPU from the force of the blast. For a while, we put the head on top of a giant robot spider we had lying around in the lab, but that kept freaking out Dean, so now Doc's trying to build him a new body.
Oh, I'm sorry. Were you still talking? I kind of lost track after I imagined a robot head buried in your shirtless torso.
You know, most of the poker games I'm invited to turn out to be elaborate death traps.
You worry too much, Brock. Max and I have been coming here for years without even a hint of a death trap.
Unless you count the killer mini tacos.
I don't know, this whole place just feels weird.
Weird is in the eye of the beholder. Would you like me to reprogram your optic nerves to be less paranoid?
You see what I'm talking about? That there is grade A weird. That's just weird.
What? Do I have a booger on my nose?
I'm just trying to figure out where your gas cap is.
Gas cap? Good sir, I am offended. All claptrap units run on an advanced form of fusion, one that is both carbon neutral and remarkably affordable to the average consumer.
If you're running on fusion, then why am I smelling diesel fumes?
Oh, that's my aftershave. Nothing drives the lady robots crazy like a few dabs of burning hydrocarbons behind the audio sensors. Oh yeah!
It's true. It's driving me insane. Just like Lizzie Borden.
Hey Ash, you ever think of taking on a sidekick?
I'm more of a solo act, Clappy.
Oh, come on! I could be the Kato to your Green Hornet, the Biden to your Obama, the beans to your pork. You know what I'm talking about, right, Sam?
I gotta admit, there's nothing like an obnoxious, violence-prone chatterbox at your side to draw away enemy fire.
My head's an inviting target.
No dice, kid. I've already got more than enough innocent blood on my hands.
But I'm not innocent, and I don't have any blood.
Drop it.
That's right! Claptrap's all up in this pot now, suckers!
I believe you were trying to say all in. Of course, I also used to believe in the inherent goodness of the universe. And look where that got me.
So, Sam, when can I expect to enjoy the next thrilling multi-chapter adventure of the Freelance Police?
Oh, gee. Max and I are just trying to enjoy the downtime. We haven't been this busy since the 90s.
Downtime, clown time. Tell you what, you come over to Gearbox, we'll have you guys set up in a Borderlands 2 expansion pack toot suite.
I don't know. We're not really first-person shooter material.
Speak for yourself, Sam.
The little guy might be a wee bit overpowered, though. We might have to nerf him a few degrees.
What's going on with the toaster?
His audio output is caught in a loop. It happens sometimes with low-cost sound cards.
Should I do anything?
A swift blow to the head wouldn't. But it probably wouldn't help either.
Aw, jeez.
Boobies! Hey! What did I miss?
What the hell is that crap?
I believe it is what the kids are calling dubstep.
Oh, Jesus, can't you play some Zeppelin or something?
You better get used to this sound, Grandpa, because the dub is the only music that survives the great digital event horizon of 2033. Boom!
Great, another reason to die young.
That's right! Claptrap's all up in this pot now, suckers!
That's all in, jackass.
Why would I want to be all in a jackass? I wonder what it would be like to roll around naked and all that money.
Max tried that once.
Oh, the paper cuts were amazing.
You know what really ticks me off? When some jackwad tries to blow my circuitry with some lame-o stunt he saw in a Star Trek rerun.
What, like everything I say is a lie?
Yeah, like that! What? Do they think I'll just lock up because of some teeny tiny logical paradox?
It is rather insulting. I learned how to avoid paradox traps while I was still in beta.
So what if everything Sam says is a lie? That doesn't mean that he's lying about that, right? Because then he'd be telling the truth. And, oh no.
Well, that was a shining moment in the history of robotkind.
And I'm back!
Are we sure these chips are safe to touch? I've had some bad experiences with interdimensional portal thingies.
Really?
I wouldn't worry about it. To date, over 578 million objects and organisms have passed through Aperture Science portals with insignificant side effects.
Define insignificant.
Approximately 0.002% of all objects that pass through a portal acquire trace amounts of fractal positronic antimatter in the process.
Fractal positronic antimatter? I love that stuff! Rots the flesh off of skags in seconds, man!
He's joking. It actually takes several agonizing minutes.
Funny.
Not that I'm complaining, but is it always so quiet in here?
The inventory has seen a 23% decline in customers since I was installed as the dealer.
I can't imagine why, what with your sunny personality and all.
I have several competing hypotheses for this phenomena, but the most likely one is that the fleeing customers were intimidated by my intelligence. Or maybe they died. That happens a lot when I'm around.
Have I mentioned how much I love it when you scare the humans?
If you're enjoying tonight's little slice of Aperture Science, I can arrange a complimentary tour of my facility after the tournament.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
Sorry, Max and I don't do factory tours ever since the Hamdingers incident.
Count me in, honey bits!
Hooray! Another malfunctioning robot.
You know, I love a moody noir setting as much as the next hard-boiled cop-like guy, but do you think you could turn up the lights a little? I'd like to get a better look at the cockroaches nibbling my toes.
I'm afraid I can't do that, Sam. And those aren't cockroaches.
Can't? Or won't?
Management froze me out of the lighting systems after I created a strobe effect to induce seizures in a bus full of Freemasons. It was an illuminating experiment.
You made that up just for the pun, didn't you?
Maybe. Say cheese.
What was that?
I am attempting to ascertain what's so special about an ordinary set of poker equipment that it would oblige the owners of the inventory to assemble these so-called theme tournaments.
Maybe it was magic.
Magic, of course. And here I was wasting my time looking for fluctuations in the quantum foam. I'll just adjust my scanners to check for genies, leprechauns, and wizards.
Don't forget demons. Those SOBs are always up to something.
Of course they are.
Time to separate the men from the boys, ladies.
Mr. Williams has placed the remainder of his chips in the pot, and apparently part of his brain.
Hey!
Ashley Williams has been eliminated.
Damn. If you need me, I'll be over at the bar hoping for a demon apocalypse.
Brock Samson has been eliminated.
This is a joke, right?
I'm not very good at jokes. But here's one. What's yellow and black and red all over?
What?
Brock Samson if he doesn't leave this table.
Ah, good one.
Brock Samson has been eliminated.
You know, my mom warned me against playing poker with dogs, robots, cripples, and mutes. Guess I should have listened to her.
Brock Samson has been eliminated. Brock, do you require assistance?
I'm fine. Congratulations, you didn't screw the pooch.
Should I be offended by that?
Sam has been eliminated.
What in the name of Walt Whitman's six-cylinder riding lawnmower just happened there?
You lost. Would you like me to run a holographic replay?
No thanks. Max?
Yes?
Take me someplace funny. Like the zoo.
Sure, Sam.
No!
Claptrap has been eliminated.
Beaten by humans? Man, I'm gonna catch hell from the other robots at the next Kill the Humans meeting. Wait, forget I said that last part.
Claptrap has been eliminated.
Okay, guess that's it. I'm dead. Hey, where's the regeneration tunnel?
We don't do that here. But I can make a whooshing noise if that will make you feel better.
Crap.
Ash Williams has been eliminated from the tournament and will be taken from the table by Dr. Venture's experimental teleporter.
Teleporter? Hey! Where's the rest of me?
Check it out, Sam. Free shoes.
Ashley Williams is eliminated.
Looking for something? Check it out, Sam. I'm a tree surgeon.
He's not really a tree surgeon.
Open wide and say ah!
Claptrap is eliminated due to lack of funds.
Wet Willie! Wet Willie!
Hey, that's not my ear, it's my...
Brock Samson has been eliminated from the tournament, and possibly this plane of existence.
Keanu Barbera Nimoy! Hold on, Brock. I'll get some white out.
Claptrap has been eliminated and will be textualized.
Textualized?
Claptrap Babushka Nito!
Oh, come on! That's not even close! I regret nothing!
You know, that book needed more comic relief.
Ash has been eliminated, or at least he's about to be.
Ah! You know, you could have just asked me to leave.
Jeez, usually I get a little foreplay before getting kicked in the balls like that.
Brock Samson has been eliminated. Mr. Trap has been eliminated from the tournament.
Well, that was a big ball of suck. I'm off to play a few million hands of video poker. See ya!
It's time to raise the blinds to 800 and 1600. Claptrap has run out of chips and will be removed from the table by his best friend.
Steve? Go ahead, old friend. Do what you gotta do. Gee, Steve, don't be such a drama bandit.
Sam has been eliminated.
Yipe!
Hey-oh. Hey-oh.
You crack me up, little buddy.
Ash has been excised from this experiment due to insufficient funds. Mr. Sampson has been eliminated from this experiment. Claptrap has run out of chips and will be removed from the table.
Ow!
Sam has failed to meet the fiscal requirements for this experiment.
The player has completed their special mission to win a Borderlands-themed tournament, earning a great deal of... what's the word? Ah, yes. Experience points. The winner of tonight's Sam and Max 25th Anniversary Tournament is none other than the player!
My hero.
Knock it off, Max. You don't even like whatever gender that is.
Call me.
In a fascinating game of cat, mouse, and fountain pen, the player has emerged victorious.
Hey, good game there. I'm not doing that.
I'm afraid the owner was most insistent.
Oh, son of a... Fine. This never leaves the room, understand?
Scouts
No,
on
no,
it.
no.
A little to the left.
Oh, I'm never gonna hear the end of this. Go, Team Venture.
The player has won the tournament, rescuing Arthur's kingdom from the armies of darkness. As a reward for your service, you will be given this potion, 3 sips of which will put you into a magical slumber until you reawaken in time for the next tournament. Or was that 2 sips? Ah, you're awake. Welcome back.
Welcome to the future, kid.
I hope you like alien invasions.
I told you these phony beards were a bad idea.
The player has won tonight's tournament.
I bet you think you're pretty clever, don't you?
I say,
But consider your competition. A steroid freak with rage issues, a horny robot, a half-witted cripple, and a dog. And even then you needed luck to win. Lots and lots of luck. I wonder how you'd do under less favorable conditions. Just kidding. I would never kill you. In public.